Back with us, John Morris Show on this Tuesday morning. Look who's with us. Steve Hoot Johnigan joins us from the Baylor Softball Area Complex, Getterman Stadium, Getterman Indoor Facility. I'm going to call it the Getterman Office Complex there. Hooter, welcome to you. Thanks for being with us. Little different practice schedule today for y'all, isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. It's great to be with you, and happy Dia de Losa. I mean, the day of the bear. So, yeah, we have to remember that too. But practicing in the morning, so the ladies said they want to participate in some of the activities this afternoon. So we said let's get it out. Let's knock it out this morning. So they're in the weight room right now. Yeah. And we'll practice at 9:30 and then be ready to rock and roll tomorrow. So
nice. Hey, that's good that you can allow them to be a part of that, be a part of what the rest of the campus student body is joining in on Dia de Loso today.
Yeah, it really is. That's a unique thing to Baylor University and the celebration that goes on over there. And we asked them if they wanted to be a part of it. And they, most of them said, oh, yeah. So that's really good to see they're involved with the campus activities and stuff like that too. So obviously, when we have the option, we want to give them that option to go over there and do that. So it's going to be a good day.
Good deal. Well, happy Dia de Loso to you. Thanks for being on with us. Back from Kansas, 3 one-run games. You won the first one, 2 other one-run losses. Y'all were right there, weren't you, as far as the difference between winning the series or maybe even sweeping Kansas?
Oh, yeah, so close, but yet so far. You know how that goes. But, when it's a one-run game, man, you can look to one of many things that could have changed the outcome of that, whether it's a pitch, whether it's a play, whether it's an at-bat, whether it's a call, whether it's a lucky break from the weather or the wind, or on and on and on. There's just a lot of little things throughout the course of the game that you're like, oh, if that would have gone this way, we would have won. So, but again, we were able to get one of them, but the girls' fault. It was fun to watch them. Again, a young team, they're growing, they're fighting. You couldn't ask for anything more of it. We're just one play away. You got to make a play, again, whether it's a pitch, whether it's an at-bat, whether it's a defensive play, whether it's a mental decision to throw to the right base, all kinds of things come into play there. And, we're just one play away. So we're going to keep plugging and hopefully growing and learning from that and get better. And hopefully we'll end up on the other side of that soon.
Well, and especially a 1-0 game like the second game. You ended up playing a doubleheader on Friday and win the first game, and then a 1-0 game in game 2. I was listening to Dan and keeping up with him, and I thought, oh, man, that's so tough. You were that close to sweeping a doubleheader and having all the momentum on Friday.
Yeah, absolutely, we were. And what's crazy is, the first game, to be honest, was bad softball.
Really?
Yeah, they played bad, or we played bad, and they played worse. And we wound up winning the game because you're sitting there, you don't hit a ball hard, you get 2 or 3 hits, and you scored 8 runs. You're like, how does this happen?
Right.
And in the second game, we really swung the bat really good. We hit a lot of line shots right at people. I counted 7 that were outs that we lined out. We barreled up balls all over the field. They're either making plays or it just hit right at them and all that. So we actually swung the bat better the second game and didn't score a run.
Wow.
So how does that happen? But that's the game. That's what people don't understand. And the same thing goes true for the third game. Brooklyn Carter hits one to right center field, hits the top of the wall and comes back.
Oh.
I mean, if that goes out, there's a run. Okay. Yeah. But she gets stranded on first base. We don't score the run. I mean, it's just a game of inches. It's a game of the things that you can't control. And it was really on display this weekend in those 3 games. And, unfortunately, we came out on the short end of the stick 2 of the 3 times. But we got one and could have got all 3, but we could have lost all 3. And but we were right there with them, toe-to-toe. And our girls were continuing to fight, which that was encouraging to see for sure.
That the hit by Brooklyn Carter, I mean, that's literally inches, right? I mean, inches difference in being a home run or not getting a run at all out of it.
Because it could hit and go out of the park too, but it hit and came back. So it had to hit just right on the top of that fence to come back into play. Wow. As compared to, and not only did it do that, it came right to the player and she was able to throw to second to keep Brooklyn, one of the fastest on the field, a single. So that was a long single. So, anyway, just a crazy play. But again, that's one of the multiple things that went on the weekend. That if it goes the other way, we had some things go our way, but we had some things not go our way too. But that's the game too. That's life. But again, we continued to fight, and just didn't happen for us for 2 of those 3 games.
You mentioned that second game you were keeping track. You said there were 7 hard-hit balls, barreled-up balls, atom balls. Sometimes we refer to them that way. You always keep track of those, don't you? Sort of the atom balls.
Yeah, those are well hit balls, and barrels. We call them barrels. We want to barrel up the ball. That's all you can control. Get a good pitch to hit, put a good swing on it, and barrel it up and hit it hard, and you'll take your chances. And there's some times too now where a ball goes off the end of the bat and barely goes over the pitcher's head, falls in, and that's a base hit, or over the infield, or all that kind of stuff. And but what we want to do is we want to try to do damage. We want to try to hit the ball in the barrel, because a lot of times that's going to have a good result, and it could be a home run or a double or driving in a run or something like that. And we did that, and we're doing that well on the season. I know our batting average, I have no idea what we're hitting. It doesn't matter. I just keep a well hit average of our team, and we're over 300 in that part. And I'll take that. If we're barreling up balls at that clip, the percentages over the longevity of it is going to turn out for us. So that's what we're continue to work on, barreling up those balls. And we just got to be smarter. Don't hit it at them. That's what we got to do. So that's what we're working on.
Been done there. Well, how about this week? Big home week. Big game against Texas A&M here. Non-conference game tomorrow night. Then Utah coming in this weekend. Utah beat Tech a game last weekend. So it's a big week at the Big Getty.
Yeah, it really is, and some good softball coming in here. And we've got to continue. Again, it's like it's no time to have a pity party. Say, oh, poor pitiful us. We can't get a break. We can't do this or that. No, they're going to keep coming, and that's part of the growing process too. And I know our girls are looking forward to it. Starting tomorrow night with Texas A&M, very very solid ball club, very strong offensively and in the circle, athletic all across the field, and that'll be a good challenge for us. We always look forward to that. And then Utah coming in, you're right. Utah's a scary team. They beat some big time players or teams this year in Arizona and this past weekend Texas Tech. They put a hurting on them. So they're a good team as well. So we're going to have our hands full. We got to play well. And I think our goals, we're talking about it as a staff. Let's just play a clean game. Let's play a clean game where we don't give them anything. We don't make any errors. We make the right decisions, all those kind of things, and let's take our chances. And that's what we're trying to do. That's what we want to clean up. And that's what our goal is as we head into practice today to start that process and then into the game tomorrow.
Good deal. It's got to be fun for you. You got a lot of Aggie blood going through your veins. And when Baylor and A&M, I'm glad we're still playing A&M, aren't you?
Yeah, I really am. I mean, they bring out the best in everybody, and yeah. you've got to show up, and whether it's A&M or Texas or whoever. I mean, they're 90 miles down the road. It just makes sense. You want to play a good club. You want to find out where you're at. And Tricia does a great job, and I know Hef and Harger down there. They're great. They work at it really good, and so it's a challenge for us. We love challenges. Coach Moore has never backed down from any challenge across the country. He's always loved to play the top dogs and in a midweek game nonetheless. But yeah, it should be a good atmosphere out there. We look forward to that. And that's why you go play college athletics. The atmosphere you're going to have and the opportunity to play in a big stage like that, man, you got to love it. And we're looking forward to it in the Big Getty, not only tomorrow, but this weekend against Utah as well. Yeah.
And I think, is this a gold out tomorrow night? I think it is.
That's right. Wear your gold. And I might have to bring my gold mouthpiece out or something and put that in. No. No, we're not going to go there. But yeah, I got the gold hat. I'm going to wear it.
There we go. I like it.
Prepared. So we're going to start with that. How about that?
All right, I'll be there. Save me a gold hat. Save me a seat. Look forward to it. Final thought. Do you know what your RPI is right now coming out of the weekend?
Man, I want to say 40.
Yeah.
Is that? I think that's what Coach Moore said or something like that. Kind of slip in there, and so, but the good news is, if we can do some damage tomorrow and this weekend, that's going to bump it up. And who we're playing? We got Oklahoma State, and then we got Texas Tech, and you got Texas State. So anybody we can beat throughout the season here is going to help that number, and we just got to come out on the win column side. So those are opportunities. you want to move up the RPI, man, you beat some of these teams, and we'll definitely do that. So that's our challenge. That's our goal, and that's what we're looking forward to doing. Start tomorrow night.
All right, man. Have a good practice. Go Gold. Happy Dia de Loso, and I'll see you out there tomorrow night.
Sounds good, J-Mo. Thanks. Have a blessed day.
All right, you too, buddy. Thank you very much. Hoot Johnigan, Baylor softball assistant coach. It is a Gold out at Getterman Stadium coming up tomorrow night, 6:30 first pitch, Baylor versus A&M. You know the background. Hoot went to A&M, played baseball there, but he does have Aggie blood in his veins. But, man, he is Baylor through and through. So it's just fun for him when Baylor and A&M get together. 6:30 tomorrow night, Gold, so be prepared for that. I think it's close to a sellout. I don't know that it's a sellout for the game tomorrow night, but should be a great crowd and a great atmosphere for that game. Then Utah comes in a 3-game series this weekend.